the XB7. This, like I said, is the first badged Alpina SAV that we've ever produced. And there's numerous product highlights that I'll take you through here. So as you can see, the base price of this car is $141,300, and it really takes the X7 to the next level, and what we call the highest caliber. It adds a lot of presence, a lot of luxury, and a few bespoke details that really set this car apart and focus on the luxury that Alpina customers have come to admire and demand. So this is also the first time an X7 will offer 23-inch wheels. So this is something that's really impressive. So they offer a couple different wheel designs, which I'll show you later, but the 23 come in their classic Alpina design, which really adds to the presence that the car emits. They also have what we've been able to do from a market perspective is put a host of standard equipment into this car. So Oleg, if you can go to the next one. This car comes fully loaded right off the line. Everything that you see in the two columns on the left is standard, from metallic paint to extended merino leather, heated front rear seats, heated steering wheel, head-up display, our surround view camera, and latest and greatest driver assistance systems. Customers really only have to choose how the car looks and fine-tune their details to get more personalized from that perspective. But there really isn't much they need to add in terms of equipment. So just to give you a brief insight into some of the competition and where we stack up, we feel that we really are ahead of the pack in terms of our direct competitors. This car produces 612 horsepower, 590 pound-feet of torque, and goes 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. So for a car that weighs over 5,800 pounds, this is truly impressive and definitely leads the pack in terms of everything, all the cars that you see on the screen here. One of the main things that they add is their own high-performance cooling system. So this really makes it, like I said, very, very robust, and it can handle the tests that they do. They put this car through its paces to make sure that it can handle everything that you would come to expect from an Alpina. They've also tuned our ZF 8-speed sport transmission to have Alpina logic to it, and integrated this into their Alpina Switchtronic system on the steering wheel. And they also integrated their own Alpina exhaust system, which produces a very, very nice sound and also enables greater performance. It comes standard, obviously, with a 2-axle air suspension, which is standard on a regular X7, but Alpina did take that and tune it slightly. It also comes standard with an integral active steering system, which, again, Alpina did tune, and it gives it a very direct steering response with great feedback. On top of that, active roll stabilization comes standard. So when you take this on the road, this car, even though it weighs a lot, you actually don't feel much body roll. So it's a really, really poised and direct product that we're very excited to have. With the 2-axle air suspension, the X7 is able to raise and lower by 40 millimeters, so about 1.5 inches in either direction. This was very important for Alpina to maintain, and they actually are able to go 10 millimeters lower than us. It added a kit to it with their typical Alpina spoiler and Alpina lettering underneath. They've added a splitter system and aerodynamic covers over the side profile and over the wheels. Looking at the rear, you can see one of the main highlights is their Alpina quad exhaust system and their rear valence. On top of this, they'll have 2 exclusive colors. So Alpina Blue will go into production in December, and Alpina Green will be available from April next year. And like I mentioned, they'll have 2 wheel designs, so 3 different wheels. So we'll have 2 21-inch Alpina dynamic wheels One of them will be an all-season. And then we'll have an upgrade 23-inch Alpina Classic wheel, which will be available with Pirelli P0s. And Alpina has taken and equipped the car with their proprietary Alpina brake system. So 395, 36 millimeters in the front, and 398, 28 millimeters in the back. Moving on to the interior, Alpina takes the X7 and adds a couple of fine touches around the car. So they have Alpina-specific illuminated door sills, an Alpina production plaque, which I have a close-up later on. It comes standard with glass controls. So it's our crystal gear shift lever and iDrive controller. And they've actually included the Alpina logo kind of embossed in that on the iDrive controller, which looks really nice. And of course, the Alpina comes with their Alpina steering wheel with Lavalina leather. Moving over, you can see that the instrument cluster is their typical Alpina blue and green with red dials, and something that Alpina customers have come to know and love. And finally, we do have a new exclusive Alpina trim available. So there are two normal Alpina trims, usually based on piano black, but they've introduced on this car an Alpina walnut, which is basically an open pore design, but it's a walnut wood that has a more black appearance and really looks very nice. And of course, you can see here it has their typical Alpina logo embedded in it. And finally, just to show you a little bit more of a close-up here, you can see the Alpina production plaque and the Alpina etching within our glass controls. So this is definitely something that enhances the luxurious feel and the elements that you've come to know and love with Alpina.